So then we have the Knight of Wands and Justice. So this could be, Gemini, you're an air sign, so I don't really feel like this is you. I feel like these are two different people coming in to help herald in justice in a way. And I feel like one of them really wants it for you, and the other one is, a little apprehensive. So they might not be working in your best interest, not intentionally, but because they're scared, okay? And they feel like maybe, the message is... won't help them out. Okay. So when we have justice here, it could be about legalities. It could be about real estate. It could also, be about a divorce. It could be more about contracts, things, taxes, things like that. And so it could be like the two different sides kind of vying for what is right. So I would definitely, in this regard, go with the Knight of Wands just because they're in their upright position and they have all the energies that they need on their side. And I feel like, they're kind of, they've got your back in a way, because they have, this could be like your lawyer in a way. They've got your back because it's in their best interest to do that. Okay, so over here in love, we do have a new beginning happening, but the only way that we have that new beginning happening is to let something go. This transformation is death. Okay, and I think it's really hard for you to let go because you've been fighting and working on this for a long time, this relationship. And, you guys might have been doing counseling. You guys have been doing everything that needs to happen. And it's just time to let it go. Like, here we go. We have the 10 of Swords here. You're beating a dead horse. This isn't working. It's okay. It's not, doesn't make you any less of a human or less of a person that it didn't succeed. But there's a new beginning for you that needs to happen. Okay. Now, this can also be in the situation where, you have been with somebody for a very long time and you guys have been working, fighting. It's finally, you need to let go of this issue that you guys have been fighting. It's no longer relevant to your relationship and you need to let it go and start anew. Okay. So that, within this relationship, there's something that you two need to let go to make this work. And if you don't, then it's just going to fall apart. If you are single, I have a feeling this has to do with your own self-doubt. Okay. This could be you're beating yourself up, Gemini, and your self-confidence is shot. And so that is delaying, this Ace of Discs coming in, this new beginning. That could be, very fortunate and profitable for you in many different regards. And so until you do that, until you let this go and realize that even though you've been working hard, you've been working hard, you've been doing everything you feel like you should, you just need to let it go and let the universe guide you to where you need to go. Okay? And let go of that self-doubt, let go of that control, that feeling of I'm not good enough for this to happen. All right, so then we have career, and we have the Six of Swords. We have the Guide reversed. And then we have the Star reversed. And the Star reversed is still like super positive. It's still luck and light and joy. But sometimes it's just that you don't recognize it. It's like you have your shades on and you don't see how much it's really shining. But you're moving forth in your career or in, your job. You're moving towards a new time that is less stressful for you. But once again, it's kind of like I have this like permeating residual feeling from November of self-doubt coming in. It's like you're not listening to your gut. You're kind of going through the motions that you feel like you're supposed to do. You're towing the line. And so that is... and because you're putting so much of your energy into towing the line and, doing what you're, doing it by the book, you're missing all of these special moments that could really lead you to an epiphany, a soul calling, a soul opening for you, you know. You're missing some opportunities because you're just trying to do it. You're coloring in the lines when you could be drawing your own portrait. Okay. So just make sure that when you're doing this, that you're not forgetting to look around. Because when we have the guide in reversed, it's, you know, the guide is a sage. It's somebody who has deep knowing, who shines light on the darkness. And when we have it in reverse, it's still there, but it's hard for you to see it. Yeah. And so these two cards want to shine the light on you and give you the possibility of finally doing a job or career that really fulfills you in some regards. But it's and you're going towards that path, but it's also that you're just missing some very important aspects, and they could be really tiny, tiny details, just to help you, you know, sail a little bit smoother. Okay. Here is finances. So we have the Ace of Cups reversed, and then we have the Awakening, and then the Two of Swords reversed. Okay. So financially, it's kind of topsy-turvy. Like there's, you know, with the Ace of Cups, it's also a beginning, but it's a beginning that you're, you know, like that you're unsure of, and you haven't, you know what, it's kind of like it's not panning out like you had hoped, that you might have had like a, you know, made a very quick decision that you didn't necessarily think about, and you just made it quickly, and now you're kind of regretting it when it comes to finances. So it could be like you made a really big purchase and now you don't really like it, and so it's not what you had hoped it would be. It's not the beginning that you'd hoped for. However, we do have the Awakening right here. So even if it isn't working in your favor, like if financially you're struggling, and you've spent money on ways, and now you kind of like are doing the head slap, like, oh, why did I buy that, you know, karaoke machine for $5,000 and I just see it on eBay for $20, you know, kind of thing. You know, it'll still rectify itself by the end of the month. You know, you'll still, you won't. It'll just be a huge head slap moment of, okay, lesson learned. Ugh, golly, but it'll work out. Okay. Yeah. So I don't see like destitution in this. I just see, oh, I thought that this was going to be so much better than it really was, and it isn't as good as you thought it was going to be. Okay. So then here, Gemini, we have health. We have the High Priestess in reverse. We have the King of Discs in reverse. Sorry, I think I showed you the High Priestess really fast, so I'll try to slow down a little bit. And then the Four of Cups reversed. So this is really, like, just looking at this card, I would say, you know, get a massage. Okay, because I feel like because of this financial situation where it's just kind of annoying to you, and it doesn't allow you to spend your money like you would have liked to by the end of the month. And this is holiday season, so you know you could have been extravagant on the gifts, and then thinking, why did I spend all that money on my girlfriend and we just broke up? I feel like it's wearing on your body, you know, this, and holding on to some things from the past, Gemini. It's really just it's causing you to question your intuition. It's causing you to kind of be gluttonous in a way and eat more, and not make really healthy choices for your body. And you just don't care right now. You don't have the time to care. You just don't want to. You're sick of it. You're just sick of this. You're sick of it. Okay. So in this regard here, I would say do what feels good to you, but not to the point that it makes you sick, you know? So if that is, having a glass of wine, that's fine, but don't have three. If that is that you want to run a marathon, only run one, don't run two, So this is kind of a sign of just going, head first and just going, and not thinking of the emotional and physical repercussions that will happen because of the choice, and you don't care. You don't really care about those, but I would advise that you do care, because we need you in January, okay? And we need you to keep carrying on in your amazing Gemini air quality way, your voice, your communication, being able to be the words that we can't say, and so the only way that you can do that is by just, taking account of who and where you are physically and mentally and spiritually. So if you don't care about yourself this month, think of the rest of us, because we do, okay? And we need you here. So, in your tip-top shape. All right, so let's call on the angels for some added guidance. Angels, what added guidance do you have for my Geminis? Let's see. Earth Angel. Okay. You are a light worker who has come to Earth to teach about love. Oh, my little Earth Angel. That is beautiful. I'm going to read it one more time. You are a light worker who has come to Earth to teach about love. So maybe you have to go through this kind of pain and treachery so that you recognize and have some more empathy for everyone around you. Okay? But know that these things that are happening, letting go of the past, moving forward in a way that is healthy for you, it's not only for your benefit, but it's for the benefit of all of us. And when you are in a higher vibration, so are we. So that is why it is so important for you to keep continuing on and working towards that high vibration. And we all, fall, and we're only human, but we do have resilience, and we do have the capacity to forgive ourselves and to carry on. So this is what is so important, is that yes, we do fall, yes, we do make major mistakes, and that's okay. It's what we do with them afterwards. And through all of these aspects of our lives, we cultivate a loving and a knowing for others, and so that is really important for you to share with the rest of us. So I've been pulling from the animal spirit knowledge card, so let's just pull your spirit animal. Okay, that one came out, but I'm not feeling it. I'm just not. So I don't feel like that's your card. Okay, what is it? This one. Elephant. Okay, and this one was animal deities. So this is, once again, Earth Angel. This does actually work with Earth Angel very well. It's divinity, guidance, and wisdom through all creatures. Okay? But I really do want you to focus on elephants. Like this, the energy behind this card just spoke to me for you. And it's strength, prosperity, fertility, and wisdom. It's sacred. The white elephant is sacred. It's a symbol of royalty and fertility, of wisdom, prudence, and learning. This is, never forgetting but not holding on. Having it in muscle memory so that you can cultivate an all-knowing of all situations, so you can carry on and help others out in the situations you have already been in, but not emotionally attaching the rest of your life to it. So letting go. Yeah. So just look towards the elephant, I mean, elephants are super smart and strong and wise. They know, they just have an intuition like no one else. Okay? So don't be scared of the little mouse. You are an elephant. You are strong and you have all the creatures on your side to help guide you when you are scared and with fear. And also your angels want you to move forward because we need you. Okay?